I look at her body.
I touch the inside of her thigh with the tip of my brush.
What was her body saying to you?
Brush me again.
How do I find the way to say, my heart, it aches in thy absence. I miss thee sorely. I want thee, I need thee now, actually, more than ever. Without thee, time is but a cruel thief, stealing breath away from thy. Hey, I'm the Dad Panther, writer, streamer, content creator. When I'm not writing something that feels like I stepped into a Shakespearean time, I'm here with the Critics Collective. And today we're going to talk about In Secret. Okay, so In Secret, you can watch it on Pluto TV, you can watch it on Plex, but I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to let you know about this. Now, for this one, no expectations whatsoever. But what I do expect is I expect if you're entertained, if you're new, if you've been here before, I just want to make sure to let you know, hit the subscribe button, like, follow, comment, all that other stuff. We would greatly appreciate. Now, with that being said, let me tell you what IMDB says about In Secret. Now, In Secret says this lady grows up with her aunt and cousin around 1860. The aunt decides they should move to Paris, and that the son and this woman, they need to get married because that's how they rolled in the 1800s. The joy in loveless life changes when her husband brings a friend home, and the affair turns ugly for all. Damn, they didn't hold back. I wasn't going to spoil shit. I'm still not going to spoil anything, but I feel like there's okay, so let's go into the highs and lows. Okay, the highs about this is the director, I felt, did a really good job creating a world or place that had this gloomy, darkness, rainy kind of feel, and it did feel like that time. You know what? Let me do what I normally do. Start at the bottom. Okay, so what I didn't like, I felt like I gave you a little slither, a little buffet of the good stuff, but the stuff I didn't like from it was it was a little too long. I felt like you could have chopped this up. It's at an hour and 47 minutes, but you could have been like an hour and 30 minutes, honestly. You probably could have done 120. I don't know why you don't just cut B-rolls and certain stuff out to keep it going, keep it flowing. It was, and that's probably why I went this way when I said the director part, because the other part, like me personally, was there are some movies, and just my opinion, feel how you feel. Yes, there are men who direct, and they do a great job of making you cry or capture an emotion and that. But whenever it's, in my opinion, a woman who is the lead, I feel like when a woman is directing and writing, or especially directing, you can feel it better. It's better represented, better presented. And I felt like though the director, it's like a double-sided thing, though the director did a great job creating this world and did set some really good pieces up, I felt like she was the star of all of this. And I didn't get that feeling that I felt like a woman directing it would have, and that's just me, a woman would have painted in such a way that me in my caveman brain would have been like, damn, like I need to go sit back and just reflect on the choices I've made in my life, walking the streets. That was really, I guess, the other thing was whenever you get these timepieces, like this is 1860, 1800s, I want that to be real. I want it to catch me in a way where when I go back and research things, music, words, references, whatever, I want to believe that. I want to go back and learn something. Tudors, one of my favorite series ever. You can go back and the detail they put in that was magnifique. This, not so much. I went back and I looked at some of the costumes. It was not very accurate. It felt like they were mixing stuff. Now go check our review that I did of Mulan. I think in that one I did talk about how Disney in the 90s, especially with the Disney princesses, they would give you a look, merge them together, and it's not even from the world that it's supposed to come from. So, to each his own. Now, the good thing, like I said, the director did a great job creating that dark, gloomy. I love the story. The story was a dark story. This is not going to make you happy. This is not a date night movie. We've got movies in there. Go ahead and check over almost 500 plus videos going strong here. This is not one of those movies you say, pull me in closer, baby. I just want to look into your eyes. No, it's gonna probably have you ask some questions of why you probably picked this movie for date night. So don't say Dad didn't warn you. All right, you ain't getting none watching this unless you're a dark individual. I don't know. So, anyways, so for that, like I said, that's where I would go with that. Now I'm gonna rate this, and here we like to rate it from a 5 to a 0. 5 being really great, amazing. And then a 0 is like the plague. Okay, it's the Black Plague, and you don't want that. Okay, it's not Ring Around the Rosies, Pocket Full of you know the song, which has a dark history to it. It does. I don't know where I'm going to go from there, but yeah, it has a dark history. So if I sat here and I said, "Hey, what rating would I give this?" I would give this a 3. Damn, I gotta go see the reaction that Manny put, because there, not in this one, but there was something where Lingo was like, his reaction was something. I don't know, I gotta look at that. But my reaction was like that because I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, is this, what do I want to give this? What does it feel like? And I feel like 3. I'm confident in 3. It just took a minute to try to figure it out, but a 3. I feel like In Secret came out in 2013. You can watch it on Plex. You can watch it on Pluto. I feel like this dark drama thriller where goes wrong in the 1800s, I think it does what it needs to do. So hit the subscribe button, like, comment for more. I'm going to say this before I leave. I wrote these down. Honestly, it took me a minute to write these. The intro and this one, wrote this down. So I'm just going to read. I'm not going to try to do what I did the intro. Farewell, my love. Though the world burns upon my lips, to leave thee is torment. And every step away feels like a betrayal of my heart. Know this, I am utterly and always, until I hold thee again, I shall ache with longing. That sums up Kalika You could have been anywhere else in the world and you chose to be here.